Yeah, obviously you were in control of this game through 7 innings, and then a lot of strange things happened. What do you take away from a game like tonight?
Yeah, the margin between winning and losing is really small. I think if we catch that pop up to start the 8th inning, I mean, I think that was kind of a key play. And you got to hand it to their team. They're highly competitive. They've got a bunch of old players, and they strung some at bats together. I felt like the ball bounced their way a couple times with some of those infield hits and that sort of thing. And then they put themselves in position to win by getting the best pitcher in the history of their school on the mound to close that out once they got the lead. So you got to credit Ball State.
As a manager who strives to win every game, can you appreciate their strategy in putting their Sunday starter into the game in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, he's the MAC pitcher of the year. The last year there was a full season, and they value winning. They're a great program. That's why we brought him out here, and they showed it. And by putting their best pitcher in the game in a tie game on the road, you got to tip your hat to them.
How difficult was the wind?
I don't think it was. Yeah, I think it was more the spin of the ball just brought it back into fair play. Yeah.
You had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th with Ryan Holgate up. Jacob Blast tries to steal home. Was that your call, his call? Can you just walk us through that whole?
Yeah, that was my call, 100%. The thought process behind it was, it was 0-1 count. They're obviously going to be careful with Ryan. And if that ball goes downward and the catcher gets distracted by him taking off, he's safe and we win the game. And the other factor that played into it, obviously he switched from the stretch to the windup, and Baker, that is, and he was pretty dominating in the windup. We didn't get him into any problems till we got him in the stretch.
Did he go back to the windup with the bases loaded?
Yeah, he was in the windup. Yes.
Okay, so that slows down.
Yeah, and then we waited for the second pitch. If it was a ball, obviously we wouldn't have done that. But being that it was a strike, and Ryan up there, I felt like they would try to expand. And again, we just needed a little bit margin for error. He almost made it as it was.
Ari, go ahead.
You guys had another tough matchup tonight against starter Chase McDermott, who just missed out on Baseball America's top 100 draft prospect list. But you guys did pretty well against him, making him work. He got taken out in the 4th inning. What did you guys see, from the lineup with the patience against him?
Yeah, I mean, it was 97 miles an hour in the 1st inning. It's really pretty unreal, the staff, the potential of the staff that Ball State has. I think this will well prepare us for what we have ahead, and he's got a great arm, and I mean, looked electric in that 1st inning. I give our hitters a lot of credit. I mean, I think we got him out in the 4th at upwards of 90 pitches. We didn't expand the zone. Ran a lot tougher at bats today. I think today was a good step in the right direction for the offense. Obviously, we're disappointed in the result. We win as a team, we lose as a team. But in terms of that part of it, we were better today than we were yesterday against a pretty tough group of pitchers tonight.
And then Susak had his first hit. He had a nice play behind the plate. What did you see from him tonight?
I thought he's caught well for 2 days in a row. I think that his at-bats, I think he's shown some glimpses of how good he's going to be. I think he'll get better as the season goes along. And, we're certainly happy to have him back there.
Michael?
Yeah, I know it feels like a long time ago, but Chandler Murphy started the game and pitched really well after a bit of a shaky start. Was he a little bit nervous at the beginning? And what did you see out of him once he kind of settled in?
Yeah, I thought he looked maybe a little, it wasn't settled in, I guess, in the 1st inning. And I thought he responded to that really well. And, it's the defense's job to help him out in the 1st inning, help the pitcher settle in, help the umpire settle in. We would have liked him to have been a little bit more aggressive, coming out of the gates. But that's something I think he'll learn from and be better for when we put him out there next weekend.
Sure. When you have a new team with some young players, haven't played competitively in a long time, do you expect there to be some bumps along the way?
I certainly don't want them to be. And, you can understand it, but we don't want to accept them. And we just got it training. I mean, but the only there's no better teacher in baseball than the game and playing time. And there's going to be some of that. Looks like there's been some of that all throughout the country and the Pac-12 here over the first couple of days.
Sure. And Ryan Holgate's home run, do you think the wind was going to knock it down, or did
Yeah,
it feel like
that's
it was going out all the
unbelievable.
way?
It's unbelievable that got out. That just shows you his strength and his power.
Sure. And you were talking about Susak earlier. He had that really nice catch. He had his first hit. He also had a pass ball. Is there with a freshman, do you expect there to be kind of ups and downs before they kind of figure it out?
Yeah, I thought, yes. I mean, I thought he's caught great the last 2 nights. I mean, it's the type of pitchers that he's handling are high level pitchers. I think he's done a good job. I think it's been his best 2 days of catching, honestly, since he's been here. So I think that's a good sign. Yeah, I mean, we've had some good freshman players here in my time that have played and contributed, but at the level of competition that we play, there's just going to be a learning curve. You know, I believe that the biggest jump that a high level player makes is between high school baseball and Division I baseball. And I think that jump was magnified this year based on the COVID situation and the playing time that those guys lost.
Sure. And with Baker having gone tonight, that means he's obviously not going to start tomorrow. How does that affect your preparation?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Maloney said Jackish is going to start tomorrow, and then I'm sure they'll play Monday by ear. And so we'll get rebooted and ready to go for him at 1:00 tomorrow.